Carolina Panthers. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Set for a good matchup in the NFC South, so glad you are with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is a division you know a lot about, and the rivalries within this division always kind of gives you a good game when it's NFC South against NFC South.
Yeah, and this is a division, Mike, that I've lived in for a long time in my career, and at one point, you can make the argument that it was the best division in football. But right now, it's the quarterback uncertainty. Do we have the quarterback of our future? Did we just draft one? Did we just sign one? What does that look like? 2 of the 4 teams, brand new coaches taking over control to start this season. No division won fewer games last season. They've got a lot of work to do before this division can hold a candle to some of the others we see throughout the NFL.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
Ever since he was drafted in the 4th round, all this guy has done is continue to surpass all expectations. And Mike, this isn't some physical specimen like we see throughout the league who has all these unique physical attributes. But he is about as consistent and even keel as the quarterback position gets. And it doesn't hurt that he is a beloved figure in every locker room he finds himself in. They know with this guy behind center, they have a shot to win every single game he plays.
Give him 14 on that play, 1 first down.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Past midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Toward the sideline, he's got London. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll get this to McLeod. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the hole, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Here's 2nd and 6. Cousins. You'll get this to Pitts once more. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Now, Cousins adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive. It's important. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return, and they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, the one they call the Red Rifle, dating back to his old days at TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
The man known around the league as the Red Rifle, and what an NFL career he's had up until this point, Mike. I mean, think back. At one point, he's the Pro Bowl quarterback routinely leading his team to the playoffs. Now, he's the experienced backup. He's bringing a lot of veteran presence to every locker room he finds himself, and one thing's for certain. When he gets a shot to play in the game, you could certainly do a lot worse than having him in your starting lineup.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Tremble comes in motion. Now Dalton. This one to the tight end, Tremble. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's Dalton. That's right side, taken in by Tremble.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he will score. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Panthers move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Avery Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. One quarter in the books. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Cousins gonna throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Cousins to throw. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Cousins out of the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
So that'll bring up fourth down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. Back deep, it's Raheem Blackshear. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Throwing, Dalton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Dalton. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Tremble comes in motion. Dalton to throw. That is caught. He finds his big target, Leggett. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
1st and 10. Mingo, the man in motion. Here's Dalton. Catch is made. That's Mingo. Through the middle of the field. And he will score. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Panthers. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. It's up and through. Panthers extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Williams now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll get this to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Cousins. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
In trouble, and down he goes.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make, and of course that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL, but also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. To throw is Dalton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. 13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Panther first down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That into the hands of Hubbard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll send him over to the left. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. The Panthers will take their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space, so when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers move out to a 21-3 advantage. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. We saw a strong first half out of the veteran quarterback, Andy Dalton. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Mingo, the man in motion. Now Dalton. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Tremble comes in motion. Now faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now Hubbard. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Third and long. Now it's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
The Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play, and a first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the right, that's Pitts.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Cousins. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Cousins now to throw on first down. To the outside. Catch made by London.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Now, Cousins. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Dalton to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is a great example of the game within the game. You're going to hear the offensive line and the quarterback. They're making what they call a Mike declaration. It's not so much that that's who they're responsible for, but it sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. But in this case, the Mike was the one who came, so clearly either the running back missed his call or the offensive line didn't do their job, because either way, somebody has to have him accounted for, and instead, they take the sack.
Throwing, Dalton. Catch is made, that's Mingo. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Dalton. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run here. Give them 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll run. Woo! Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He'll get this to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Cousins to throw. That'll be caught by McLeod. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Slot man in motion left. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will score. Game on. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. To throw is Dalton. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the pistol, a give to Hubbard. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Tremble comes in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That is caught. He finds his big target again. A gain of 16 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Dalton. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Tremble comes in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Tremble comes in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here is 1st and 10. Now, Cousins. That's caught. It's high. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. This is 1st and 10. Throwing his Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They go play action with Cousins. That is caught, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now an extra point really doesn't help that much. He'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. Here's Cousins. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.